Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode. We are still in season two. I'm gonna be honest with you. Right now, we don't even know what episode we on, but we are glad that you were here. So we back for another episode of season two of the Three Spiritual Chicks. I am T, aka Rose Red.
I am Joy, aka A Joyous Connection. Hey y'all.
And I am Jazz, aka Jazz the Medium. Welcome.
Welcome, welcome,
So,
welcome.
what you ladies, what y'all been up to?
Whew. You want me to go first?
Go ahead first.
Down, girl.
Baby, life been lifing. That's to put it simple. Life has been lifing, and on this spiritual journey, a lot of things that I have tried to suppress, I'm no longer able to do so. Um, for example, um, I realized that I was doing a lot of things, and this is in all relationships, like business, personal, work, what have you. Um, I was trying to pour from an empty cup. I can't do that no more. I can't do that no more. So, yeah, life been life. And of course, y'all know the conversations we had offline, but overall, I'm not gonna complain. I'm good right now. Countdown to graduation. 3 more months. Graduating in July. Looking forward to it. School been kicking my ass, but I've been fighting back. Yeah. So that's. I mean, besides, well, we'll get into the other stuff later, but had some experiences as well. Not too many though. But we good.
Okay, okay. All right. Well, what's been going on with me? Nothing. I've been chilling, y'all. Let's see. Yeah, been chilling. Had a couple readings. Um, I've been on my good old workout regimen and my eating plan. So I'm still proud of myself for continue with that. Um, so I'm gonna get this weight off and get ready for this cruise. You know what I'm saying? Be in this swimsuit. but other than that, everything's been good. I had a situation I think I told you ladies about when my dad hit me up. As for anyone who's watched the podcast, my family is super religious and things like that. Grew up in a religious household, but me and my dad went out for my birthday and we got to talking, told him about the podcast and things like that, even though he asked me about the podcast first, and I just explained some things to him. And he hit me up like a couple of days later and was like, um, Joyous, are you comfortable um coming and talking about some of the visions that you've had with your sisters and things like that, as well as the vision that Jazz had in our family chat. And that was super big for my daddy to even like say that, because I was like, even though my dad, he always considered himself like a dreamer, I always be like the outsider. So for my dad to say, okay, I'm gonna give you the floor and you gonna talk about your vision with the family. I thought that was big. So we making progress, making a little progress with the family.
That's what's up.
Hmm.
That's beautiful to hear. And I know like when your family's religious, it's difficult for them to kind of open up and expand their minds because they tend to think that we're any different. And we're really not that different. We just don't confine ourselves to any indoctrination or anything like that. I mean, unless you practice like another tradition, but a
Hmm.
lot of people feel like if you're not practicing what they're practicing, then something's wrong with it. So for your father to have an open mind, in my opinion, it speaks a lot. It speaks a lot.
Hmm.
I think that's good.
Thank
Well,
you.
me, I have been working a ton. Um, April it is particularly tough for me. April 16th, which is tomorrow, will make the 8 year anniversary of my mother's passing. And
Hmm.
even though it's been 8 years, I still really, I struggle. I barely drag my butt to work. So I just been coming home and kind of sleeping all day. Not really eating, not hungry, but you know, this is what depression looks like. But usually after about a month or so, I kind of snap out of it. Um, Besides that, I got to travel for work. We went to a conference in Louisville. We didn't win the award that I wanted to win, but we did really good. So I was very proud of that moment. To have when I first started working in my building, we weren't in the best place clinically, and for us to be where I'm at now in a little over a year, we have moved mountains to get to where we are now. So I'm very proud of, not only myself and the hard work I've been doing, but the team that we have now. So that's pretty much what I've been doing on that side of things. And just still doing my daily prayers and stuff and other projects. My book is about to be finished. We finalized the last little bitty pieces of it on Sunday. So that'll be hitting the market. And soon after I have another one coming. So in our reading group, I'm going to be posting some more information for another one. For those who don't know, um, Rose Red and Joy are a part of my focus read group. So whenever I write books or novels, they help me read and critique me. And give me advice, which is very helpful. That's pretty much it for me.
Y'all, when y'all read Jazz's books, y'all better be careful.
Baby, baby. It's a red light special.
Oh boy.
Red light special. Trying to think what else. The Quiet Storm. Yeah, all of that. All of that. Okay, all of that. I just want my autograph copy, please and thank you.
The next one is quite the opposite. It ain't even that.
It's okay.
It ain't
You're an
even that.
author. You can do whatever you want. You are the, what is it? The master of the pen.
hmm
The
and I tell people, like, embrace all sides of yourself.
mm-hmm.
Like, embrace all. People think, like, because you're spiritual, then you should only write things about spirituality, or if you're
Mm-hmm.
religious, you should only write religious things. I just want to be able to be me and embrace who I am as a whole being. Though I am spiritual, though I practice spirituality, though I am a woman, I'm also a sensual being. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm also very in tune with myself sexually. So I just want to, I write these type of books to let women know, and men, that it's okay to be expressive
Mm-hmm.
when done safely, of course. But it's okay to be expressive with your partner and things like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm hoping to show people.
Oh, you will. You will.
Oh boy. Look,
Yeah, yeah,
Jazz,
yeah. Yeah,
Jazz
you.
sent that book. The book you sent me, Jazz. Yeah, it's good, but I didn't know it was that.
Yeah, it ain't. You will. Let's just say, y'all, we saw the rough edits. We saw the whole process. So again, proud of you. Can't wait to see it come to fruition. But I still want my autograph copy. Thank you.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Still
And
want
for
my
those
autograph
out there
copy.
who writing their own little works, I started my own publishing company. So
Woo woo.
Dale Storyworks is now active. I'll probably give
Okay.
myself a year or two before I actually publish somebody else's work because I want to perfect it, but make sure I do everything the right way legally. But that
Okay.
time is coming.
Well, that means I'll be reading too. She done drafted me to be one of the editors. It's the Capricorn in me, y'all. That's the only reason why she got me doing it.
Hey,
It's the Capricorn,
let me
but
tell y'all something about Rose. When I say she broke that mother down, everybody just read it like, oh, this is spicy. This is good, girl. You should change this right here. This is good. Not this one. You see, on page 16, around the fourth paragraph, you said this, but it didn't sound right when I said it out loud. So maybe you should have said it like that.
but
I
it
said, yeah,
worked.
it worked.
It worked.
I told her, I said, you need to charge for services. You're good. Shoot. So why
I,
not?
we
Why
can
not?
listen. Yeah, well, we haven't even talked about that, but I accept your offer. We'll talk about that offline.
And now look, I'm new. I ain't made no money yet. It's like that.
Yeah,
Hey, your
I
friend
accept
always
your
asking
offer.
for a handout. Like, you
No.
gonna hook me up? Editing, y'all look, editing is expensive. When you're getting a book written and those published,
Mm-hmm.
editing, the bulk of the money is in editing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's where all your money go. Editing, formatting, putting things together. That's where all your money go.
Mm-hmm. Which now, of course, I understand.
Hmm.
Because I had to
And,
set aside time, like Jazz's time, and then study time.
and
And
then
she was listen, and Jazz was rolling them out back to back to back to back to back. I was like, oh wait, I ain't get through the first two. Give me a minute.
that's because I wrote them things 5 years ago and they just
Yeah,
been sitting.
yeah. Well, because what
Mhm.
one, three of them you had sent me before, so that's why I was like,
Hmm.
oh nah, those are good. But you're right. But yeah, Jazz was pumping them out. So please make sure y'all support. But it's okay. Once it's official, we'll share the
Let
information.
y'all know. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yeah,
excited.
just be prepared.
If you're in a relationship, have your spouse or somebody close by because you going to want to pounce, okay? You're going to want to
Mm-hmm.
pounce.
To put it simply, we're gonna keep
If
it
you
PG on
single,
here.
you might want to buy a little something. I might start selling a
You
little
know
something on the
what?
side. Like, look, get the book with the bullet. The book with the B and the B, the book with the bullet. Because you might need both, sis. You might need both.
That
Both
might
of
be
them.
a good idea. A
I
Uh-huh.
combo.
mean,
Get the BB combo, the book and the bullet, because you're going to need
or
it.
you can add the robes. I'm just
Now look,
saying.
y'all, that rose is the
Okay.
devil. We're getting ourselves up
Yeah.
with that rose is the devil. You know what I'm talking about. We ain't gonna go there. We got families and church members watching this platform. So
I mean, hey,
any
we.
experiences we've had, any experiences. Have y'all had any experiences?
Let's see. Did we have any experiences? Have I had any experience?
I say I
I thought
had.
you shared a dream that you had, Joy. I know Rose had some experiences. I know she did.
I'm having one right now. Okay. When
okay.
I say I see a whole goddamn collection in my goddamn kitchen right now, we might need to
Um,
dig deep offline. And I'm
Joy,
serious. It's the first time I've seen this like this. But go ahead.
Joy, that's
oh,
growth, baby. Mediumship, that's growth. And
I know.
that's how they come in.
I know.
You remember
I
we
know.
gotta create that volume and turn them down. Like, hey, let me just turn this down a little bit. It's a little too loud in here.
I will say though, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Um, but Jazz, your mom is here. Um, and it's funny because you told me this before. Talk to her tonight before you go to bed because she wants to come visit. I'm just gonna say that.
Okay. I'll talk to her.
Yeah, she at the forefront. She pretty much like like I see her in the front and then behind her all I see is like different shapes and shadows of people. It's like the shit you see in the damn movies. Okay?
She
All
popped up
right.
in my I had went to a psychic convention and had an aura picture taken this weekend, and she was in the damn aura picture. Like, wow, this is a strong ancestor right
Oh.
above your head. I feel like it's a mother, like a woman. I said, yeah.
Okay.
I guess she got in that picture with me and said, cheese.
That's what's up. She know her
mhm.
baby need her. You know what I'm saying? But she definitely tell me, she's like, tell her to talk to me so I can come see her tonight. So, but she in the forefront, but behind it's yeah. I can't explain to y'all what I'm seeing right now.
She'll probably come anyway, whether I talk to her or not.
But
So intrusive.
Yeah, this is well, I want to say this is Jazz's fault, but it's not Jazz's fault. But Jazz the one that's been on my ass for the mediumship. So usually Joy be the one that pops shit off when we recording. I popped it off before we even hit record. So
See, it ain't
And she
always
ain't
me.
running.
you said
It is
what?
not always me.
No,
I said,
it's
and
your
you ain't even
fault.
running. So,
I mean, I ain't got no damn choice. Shit.
Nah. Oh yeah, but I told you. I said the day gonna come where you ain't gonna be able to run. They just gonna be there.
Baby, I ain't got no choice. Okay.
They just gonna be chilling. Wait till they start waking you up and you can't sleep.
I just now started sleeping through the night since Friday. Okay. Mm mm mm
My bad.
mm.
My bad.
Cause they
like,
wake me up tonight. I'm waking you up. I'm calling you. Okay.
you
No.
can call me. You can call me if they wake you up. I got your back. Call me.
But yeah. So I'm sorry, but Joe, you was talking about yours. But yeah, I've been having experiences, baby. I've been having experiences.
honestly, I don't know what experience I'll be having because I had the experience where T's team they ain't gonna try to mount my ass. Like I was like, what the world? Every emotion, everything we talking, and they going in like you ain't saying what I need you to say. So I was like, hold up,
In
all
other
right,
words, I've been pissing my team off, y'all, and yeah, we just that's a conversation offline, and we gonna leave it at that.
yes, Lord Jesus.
Oh, I got something on my way. Was I on my way home or on my way to work? It happened this week. I literally, I well, of course, have I seen stuff on social media? Yeah. However, um, what day was that? It was within this past week, and I'm driving, and I see a cloud, right? Like it looks out of place. Okay, in the sky, it looks out of place. Is
Hmm.
darker, like a darker gray, almost like a rain cloud, so to speak. Like how you know how the sky get dark when a storm is coming, like how you can drive, you see the sunshine, and you can see you driving into a storm. The
Yep.
cloud was dark like that. But baby, when I tell you that shit looked like a cloaked UFO, it looked like a
That's what I
cloaked
think they
UFO.
are.
And I have never seen anything like that. And I'm looking at it, and I'm just like, so I'm sitting at a light, and I'm like, that shit look odd and out of place. And I'm looking at it, and it was literally mm, Pizza Hut commercial, old school Pizza Hut commercial. You know how they had like the hat, the red hat of over top Pizza Hut. Y'all know what I'm
Uh huh.
talking about?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So it was like that, but it was dark gray. Mind you, the rest of the sky is blue, sky blue, no clouds, no
Mm.
clouds,
Mhm.
none. And then you just see that one thing, and I'm like, that shit look like a cloaked UFO.
I believe it. I
So
think they
that,
be cloaked. I've been.
yeah,
I'm telling you, you can kind of tell. I mean, if you got the right eye, you can tell. But yeah, I
baby.
definitely think they're here and they're cloaked. I
Well,
just be
you
telling
already
people.
know we know they here because we done all had our own damn experiences. But that was the first time. Actually, I'm wrong. Well, let me- that's the first time that I've seen it in the daytime and
Mm-hmm.
cloaked in a cloud. Like I've seen
Mhm.
interesting things at night because y'all know I'm in the Maryland area. Be all kinds of shit around Andrews Air Force Base. I don't give a damn. Don't send no white, no black SUVs, none of that shit. Seen all kinds of shit in the sky. Okay,
Right.
but but this is the first time I've seen something like that in the daytime. And that's literally what came to me. Immediately, I was like, that's a cloak UFO. That shit don't look right. It looks so damn out of place.
Mhm.
It looks so out. And it was, when I say it was huge, it was huge. And I didn't have, I had to pay attention. So I couldn't, but I wish I would have took a picture. Like that's one of the time I wish I had like a dash cam that's
Mhm.
automatically recording that the people have.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
But by the time I went to get my camera, y'all were like, see, that's just the cloud. Y'all wouldn't be able to see the full effect of what I saw. But I damn sure was like, yeah, that was a UFO shit. So that was the first time for me.
I think I've seen two so far, maybe two or three.
But what did they
Um,
look like when you saw 'em?
One I saw last year on the 4th of July. Not last year, the year before last on the 4th of July, because we were still in my old house, and it looked like it was kind of egg shaped, and it was like hovering in the sky, and it had like a real bright light that was like blinking, and it was like hovering like this. So I recorded it, but like my camera ain't capture it real good. And as
Mm,
I was walking up the street, like I was just watching it, and it was just sitting like this, kind of hovering a little bit like this.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then the light got real bright, and it just blinked out like, phew, it was gone like that fast.
Mm.
Cause me and my boyfriend was like, "Is that a drone?" He was like, "Nah, that don't look like no drone." But like the way that the sequence of the way that the lights were going, that couldn't have been a drone, and the way it was hovering.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, that ain't no drone. So I believe that was a UFO. And the other time I was on my way home, and I live like my boyfriend calls it down in the valley, because where all of our houses are, you got to go like down this steep hill, and then it's a
Mm,
housing development, but you could see up around the hills. And one time I was driving home, Gary, go down a hill, and this was in the daytime. This was definitely a UFO. This one was more like saucer shaped, and
mm-hmm.
it had like blue lights going around it, and it was just right there. And it sat there for a while. Like even I looked at it for a while. I went in the house and came back outside. It was still there. And then when I had went in the house to take a call and came back out, it was gone.
I've seen something similar to that, but instead of seeing blue lights, I've actually seen like the saucer shape, and it was like how I like the rainbow lights. Like you know how you can get a
Mhm.
strip of the lights and take it, but it was like different colors
Yep.
going around, and I saw that shit when I was younger. But yeah, um,
Yeah. I
yeah.
think I've had similar to Peas with the cloud. Was it last year? And my kids saw it. It was this big gray cloud. It's out of nowhere. It was the weirdest shit. Excuse me. It was the weirdest stuff. But I could see like the lights in the cloud. Like, but it was alone. And then it's like soon as I wanted to take a picture, it just disappeared. Me and the girls was
Mm-hmm.
like, I was like, they was like, yo, it was. I have one
Mm-hmm.
daughter who is like a skeptic of anything. She's like, that
But
y'all
see
was just making
everything,
stuff up.
but
Yes.
she see everything.
Mm-hmm.
But Kylie was like, "Yes, Mama, that was a UFO. That was a UFO." Yep. Elise was like,
Mm-hmm.
"Mm-mm, it it doesn't make sense." And then I had a situation where this was some years ago. It was probably about 10 years ago, I believe. It wasn't a salsa, not a salsa, but it wasn't like the normal UFO. It was like in the shape of a cross, the weirdest stuff ever. Sitting in, but it was you can tell it was metal. It was sitting like far away from me. And I was like, what the heck is that? It was grayish brownish. Tried my camera to record it and the mud disappeared out the sky. Period point blank.
Yeah.
So
I don't know how they be doing that to our electronics, because when I tried to record the one on the 4th of July, my camera through my camera it looked it super clear, but when I went to playback, it was super blurry. And then when my
Because they didn't want you
boyfriend,
to see it.
yeah, my boyfriend, he saw one, we were in Orlando, and he said it was huge. It was big as day. And he said he kept trying to press the camera to take a picture because he was calling me to come outside. He said that thing just went up and left like phew. And as soon as it left,
mm,
the camera took a picture. So you don't even see nothing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, do they have I feel that they have the technology to do that. But I'll be thinking like, okay, this whole world, I probably about thousands of millions of people around me and my camera, you shut my shit down. Like, what kind of
mhm.
technology you got?
Because you was being nosy. You weren't supposed to see them. Think about
They
what
know
you said
better.
before we started. If you
I
had the
think
eyes
there's
to see, Granted,
I think
more
they're trying
people are
to.
seeing. I'm sorry.
I
Go
think they're
ahead.
trying to warm us up. Matter of fact, I had a dream. I think, and I shared a dream on here before. One
No.
told me. One told me like, they're trying to get us used. They're gonna. I think over time we're gonna see them more and more and more and more, and then they're gonna like really start kind of presenting themselves slowly. They don't want to scare people. That's what I think it is. Because I don't think. Now I don't think all of them are safe. I did
Mhm.
dream about some that weren't weren't safe, and they are here. But some of them, they're not here to harm us. They're actually here to help. So
That
Hmm.
made me just think about my experience with my spirit team or spirit guides, and
mhm,
one of them happened to be extraterrestrial. Is that how
mhm.
you said?
Yep.
Yeah, and I
Hmm.
told I told y'all about it, but it was scary. It was the scariest stuff. It looked like that little Furby type little toy, but it was hiding behind my bed, like it didn't want to scare me. But I was like, "What the world?" Jazz was like, "Yeah, you have some team that is extraterrestrial." They were just making sure they wasn't scared. I said, Lord, see, they knew better because I would have been like, I'm done with that. But I
Jasmine
can
started
feel, and
it.
it's like even though he was
Yep.
hiding or she was hiding, I could still kind of feel it how it looked. That was the strangest part about it.
Yeah. It's like my eyes couldn't. When I seen it, like the being that came to me in my dream, for some reason I was like, "Show me your true form," and he did, and I could not. My brain could not fathom what I was seeing, but it was like Harry like that, but my
Mm,
brain could not fathom what I was seeing, and then it had this hum, like this vibrational hum, like I feel like my whole body was vibrating, like.
Mm.
mm.
It was weird, but yeah.
You started it. Because T ain't see no ETs until we got on this damn podcast and Jazz started talking about hers. And then all of a sudden, what do I see in my dream state? A damn ET. And I still remember him. I ain't seen him. You know what? Let me shut up because I don't want him to think I miss him. So, never mind. Go ahead. Nah, I'm good.
Come on now, in the dirty pool. The fuck?
Yeah, I'm gonna be quiet. And I'm gonna leave that at that. I'm gonna be quiet. But yeah, we know they're here. We know. We definitely know. And if y'all been paying attention to some of the things that y'all see in the news, over the years, y'all would know they're here too. Right now, they're just seeing who's going to believe their stories and who's able to see the truth. And I'm just going to leave that at that.
So is it me or has electronics been tripping around y'all?
Oh,
Yeah.
baby, let me tell y'all, the past 2 to 3 weeks at work, our shit done went down like 3 times. And it acted up today. Like it kept glitching today. So absolutely. I can't say what else I want to say on here, but absolutely. And y'all know they like, oh Sierra, you not worried. I just like, like I can't do my work. So I'm sitting here and get paid to do nothing. Twiddle my damn thumbs. But yeah,
Mhm.
it didn't happen about 4 times in the past 2 weeks at work.
Yeah, for me, it's been a lot of
And
light flickering and battery draining and stuff like that, and like
mm,
setbacks. Computer just been running. My work computer was acting stupid, and my work computer is new. It's just been a lot of that. Like my phone, when we just started, my phone was at like 90 something. It's at 39 already. So
mm,
Yeah.
no, our shit was the internet going down at work. The whole system going down. Can't do nothing.
wow.
And then the
Yeah.
one day, mind you, my sister's in another state. We had the same issue on the same fucking day at the same time.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I've been experiencing a lot of light flickering to the point that my husband's like, "Babe, did you see that?" And this light bulb must be going out. But it's like it's our room, bathroom, and it was one time we was having a conversation and the light was straight, and then all of a sudden it was like I don't know what's going on, as well as the internet has been going out a lot lately. Um and it be just like in our room. Weird shit.
Mm,
So I don't know what that has to do with anything. So but we'll see.
yeah. I must seen the light flickering, but only I've been the one to see it. So I don't know how to
Mm.
explain that. Because I've been seeing it at work. And then when I ask a coworker, they be like, "What are you talking about?" And I be like, "No, ain't worry about it. No mind." Because they looking at me like, "What is wrong with you?" And I'm like, "So you telling me you did not see the lights just blink out?" And they're like, "No." So I'm yeah.
But it does bring me to, I think, a conversation me and T had offline. I feel like that we are all going through a upgrade, or yeah, I feel like we're going through an upgrade. Yeah, currently I feel a lot more energy than I normally feel.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
that's obvious. The fact that I had a whole dang group of people in my kitchen just now. So yeah, that's
I
obvious.
today at work, my coworker, she had bought a candle from this girl. And she don't know much about that stuff, so she showed me the candle. It had some crystals and herbs in it, and I said, "Well, let me, cause she your candle before you, use it." And she's like, "I don't know what that means, but I trust you." And she gave me the candle, and I make my own Florida water and stuff. So I got my little stuff out of my office. That's how I keep my office clear and the energy clear.
Mm-hmm.
Put my Florida water out, sprayed the candle down, cleared the energy. But as I was doing it, we was sitting on the highway, and it was me, my boss, her, the lady across the highway, and then the other lady in my office. And as I'm doing it, the lights just started flickering. And she was
Mm,
like, the lights are flickering. Did you know that, Jazz? I was like, yeah, and it was weird. It was doing it while I was praying over the candles.
mm,
She was like, yeah, I noticed.
mm.
But I had noticed that like every room that I sit in, the lights get to flickering. So I know it's like a shift in my energy, and my energy is adjusting, but it just never seems to. It's never a dull moment when you're doing that.
Mm.
It's never a dull moment.
While
Well,
we
I can.
sitting, go
Oh, go
ahead.
ahead.
T.
Go
No,
ahead. Go
I
ahead.
was just about to say, who knows somebody named Brittany who's been sitting over here. She got braids, um, or knew somebody named Brittany, or name started with Brittany. I want to say about 37 is what she was showing me age, brown skin. Um, I don't know why she's saying Ivory. Um,
She's saying what?
Ivory. Um, I don't know if it's Brittany Ivory, or she knows somebody named Ivory. Um,
Can she tell you how she passed away?
I want to say she had the first thing that came to me is that she had diabetes, so I'm just gonna go with that. But I feel like she also had some heart issues as well. Um, I want to say it's complications to diabetes in some way. Um, she looked to be no more than 5'7" or 5'6". Let me correct myself because she's like, no, I'm not 5'7". Um, and she's here. I'm hearing cousin. I don't know who. I don't know where it relates to. But she just been sitting over here just flashing, flashing. She wore her braids. The way she had her braids, it reminds me of the old school where we used to do like the micro braids, but
Mm-hmm.
her braids kind of is kind of like this level.
Not
So
ringing a bell to me.
I don't know who she is,
It
but
sounds like one of my old clients. Um, she had a cousin who she was very close to named Brittany. She
mm,
was she was 37 when I met her, but she wasn't 37 when she died. She was
no.
no, she might have been no, she was 37 when she passed away. I'm sorry, it's been years. Um, but she did not die from complications of diabetes. But I could see how you could see that because she had like a few fingers and toes missing
Mm,
from her
Mm,
illness. Um, so I'm not so sure. I don't feel 100. I don't. You haven't said anything yet for me to click and be like, oh yeah, this is definitely her. But I haven't thought about her all day, and as you're talking about her, she just kind of came to mind. So
mm.
yeah.
yeah, I don't know what you
She
want.
passed away. She did pass away from complications. She had MS, and she passed away from an infection that she got.
Mm,
She was in the hospital with infection, and she passed away. But I don't think she was diabetic because I was her nurse, and her diet was pretty liberal.
okay,
Yeah, but she had all the issues a diabetic would have, though,
okay,
like the eyesight, the missing fingers and limbs, poor circulation, stuff like that.
Mm.
She's very young. Bless her heart. Did she have a message?
she just smiling. I don't. She just smiling. I don't know why. It's like she has this beautiful smile. Do you have a message? She threw up the peace sign. I don't know what the heck what that mean. Was you like? I don't know. I don't have a message other than that.
So last time, our parting, she's probably making peace because our parting, um, it was kind of rocky. When I had quit, I had put in my notice and quit. Our parting was kind of rocky because we was the same age. We graduated from the same school. We know all the same people. She was a little messy. I got tired of it, but she was
Mhm.
probably
Mm.
making peace.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, y'all, we're going to use this right now as a shameless plug. If you want to come on and get a mediumship reading, go ahead and email us at three spiritual chicks at gmail.com. Okay.
Hmm. Yeah. So y'all ready to do some zodiac readings? So I
Yeah, we
have an
can get it.
idea.
I just want,
I'm sorry, go
go
ahead.
ahead.
No, you go
No,
ahead.
I was, no, no, I was just going to say the other thing. When I don't do what I'm supposed to do before I leave my house, I have a lot of visits from spirits while I'm at work. Um, to where it's more so like, do you see me? Because I can see you. I want you to talk to me, but you're not looking at me, and I be looking like. So am I as they like looking at me, I'm in my mind's eye communicating like go on, name time. So make sure you know it's my lesson to
Mhm.
make sure that I'm consistent in my daily practices, okay? Because whenever I don't do everything I'm supposed to do, it be always be some ish while I'm at work.
Yeah, over time it'll come natural. And they won't bother you unless you let them.
But I don't
Unless
know.
unless one really wants to get a message through. If they really want to get a message through, there's nothing that's going to stop them from getting a message through. So
So okay, based on what you said, well, okay, I got questions, but I'll ask offline.
you
So go ahead.
sure?
You was gonna say, I'm sure.
Okay, I was just
And I'm
saying.
sleepy.
I was saying if y'all was ready for zodiac readings, since we're doing like
Quickly.
the
Mm-hmm.
elements, I figured I flip a dice for each of y'all to see which one y'all gonna do.
That'll work.
All right. So for
We've
UT,
done that before. Uh-huh.
for UT,
Mm-hmm.
you got Earth. For you, Joy.
I gotta read myself, as always. Now go ahead.
For you, Joy, you got Water. For me, I got Air. So we'll split Fire. So we'll just start with that, and then we'll roll for Fire. All right.
All right, so I'm damn sure reading myself on this one, and I don't like it. So it's for the earth signs, and it has to do with career. Mm, long story short, you're not happy where you are, and you want to get out. So you've been job hunting, searching, what have you. Things are not working out in your favor. And the reason why things are not working out in your favor is because what you think you want is not what you want. For example, and I'm speaking to myself on this because these ladies know I'm ready to get up out my current place. I'm just gonna say that. Um, However, you're focused on a certain position, a certain job title, a certain goal, and it's really meant for you to focus on, like, add your passion into it. Don't just look at materialistic things. What I mean by that, don't just look at, oh, I can make this amount of money, oh, I can be at this location. No, your next role, your next position in career, you want that to be something where you're actually going to be fulfilled, where you're going to be happy, where you're going to be content. This is going to be there's longevity in the position that's coming for you, but you need to change how you're looking at it. It may be it may be a role that you think you're underqualified for, and you're cutting yourself short, not realizing that you have the experience for the role, um, and you can utilize your experience from other positions to apply yourself to the role that you want. But you keep saying, nah, I can't do that. Or it could be something as simple as, oh, it says I need a degree. You may not have a degree, but you're blocking yourself thinking you're not qualified for it. But your work experience is what qualifies you for the position. Because it's for you. What's meant for you is for you. So stop second guessing yourself. You're going to get the job that you want. And yeah, and it's funny because the last card I got was a chariot. I see victory. So the new position is coming. Just refocus on what it is you think that you want. Earth signs. That's what I have.
All right. So for our water signs for this week. So water signs, it looks like a lot of our water signs have kind of been in a place of trying to keep the peace. And when I'm saying trying to keep the peace, it's like it's some things that you want to talk about, it's some things, situations that you want to handle, but you're choosing to kind of keep everything in versus really expressing yourself. And because you feel like it's going to create right, so you're kind of putting yourself in this box, right, as like a safety net. You don't want to speak your mind, you don't want to say anything, and then it's causing, with you not saying anything right now, water signs, it is really causing you to really question everything. Somebody can be showing you the right thing or telling you the right thing, and then you question it, even that, because you don't want to get out of your own way and really express what issues you have, or what you don't want to create drama. That's you don't want to create drama. So you're trying to play it safe instead of voicing your opinions and voicing what's really going on with you. But some of the water signs that I feel like is doing that, just know that it's a time and a place to say everything. So don't, because what's going to happen is just you're going to end up like bubbling out, right? It's going to end up all at one time on explode on somebody. So you need to make sure that you are really using your voice and choosing the right time to express yourself, because if you continue to hold on to this, it's going to end up explode. You're going to end up exploding there. Also with water signs, there is a couple of things that has been shown to a couple of you guys that you're looking away from. So it's being like, I don't want to address that right now. I know he cheating. I know he doing this and that, but I don't want to even address right now. I like the way I like where I am right now. Um, Address your issues. Voice. Y'all have a voice. Say what you need to say. Get it out. Stop holding on to it because I think it's going to end up working out for you when you really address those issues because it's really not what you think it is. You just thinking too hard about it and you're trying to control the situation. So y'all open up your throat chakras and use your voice and express yourself this week.
Cuss them folks out. That's basically what it sounds like you saying.
Hmm. All right, I got
And
air signs. For air, it looks like there's been a lot of. I feel like the conflict is more internal, and because you've been going through a lot of things inwardly, your social battery is drained. And also, even though this is not like most likely true of an air signs typically aren't always people pleasers. I think you've been doing a lot of that, like, just trying to keep people happy, trying to keep the peace, and it is draining you because you are out of your element. So, my advice for you would be like, get outside, get some air. It's been where I live at, it's been warm and it's been warm, across the country. Get outside, get some warm air by yourself, clear your thoughts. And another thing I want you to do, because I feel like you are taking a lot of things for granted, is to start a gratitude journal and just start writing about things that you're grateful for. Because for some reason, right now, when you're in this energy and you're drained and you're tired, you're not necessarily seeing all of the things that you should really be grateful for. All right, let's do fire signs.
oh yeah.
Um, Rose, you got Sagittarius. Oh, Joy, you got Leo. So that leaves me with Aries.
All right.
Let the dice pick.
Yeah.
Okay, Sagittarius, y'all have a lot going on. When I say a lot, I see money, relationships, and career. Um, there's some decisions that you guys are making. Um, and that it's funny because it's like all of them are coinciding with one another. Um, I feel like you want to make a shift in career, but the reason why you want to make a shift in the career is due to your current relationship. I do see that there are some of you that want to make more money um, because you're worried about finances. Finances within the home, but it has to do with your partner. What do I mean by that? There's some of you that have a partner right now that are not making the best financial decisions and you're worried. So you're trying to find a way to, I don't want to necessarily call it pick up the slack, but you're trying to find a way to increase income so your home will be safe, your home will be stable. That's why I see where you're looking for ways to make more money. You may also be looking into investment opportunities, nest eggs. When I see nest eggs, I see some accounts that your partner don't know about. And I'm laughing at that because I was raised, you never let the right hand know what the left hand doing. However, I see that you're slowly but surely building different things to be financially stable. However, your partner and or husband, I'm saying more relationship, don't know about the things that you're doing um to be financially stable. But also your partner is not recognizing the the weight that they're adding to you. Um, so it's making you question some things. However, I do see in the long run everything is going to work out for you. I feel that you need to have a conversation with your person. Um, they're not going to like it. I'm gonna tell you now, they're not going to like the conversation that you want to have. It's going to make them feel. It's going to make them feel I want to say insecure in a relationship, but it's not insecure in the bad way. I feel however you bring up the conversation, their reaction is gonna be, "Oh shit!" Like I gotta get my shit together, or this person is gonna leave me. Um, some of y'all want to leave, but some of y'all, are loving you, trying to make things work. So just before you make the decision for yourself. Have that conversation with yourself before you decide which way you want to go. But I will say I do see money coming in. Because the card that I end up on is what's the star card. So I do see everything working out for itself. And it's gonna be I feel like you need to have that conversation because it's gonna bring about a renewal of the relationship. So that's what I have for the Sagittariuses.
All right. So for our Leos for the week, it seems like a lot of some of our Leos have been going through this period of trying to really figure things out. You really are trying to figure out the direction that you really want to go in. And it's because like there's some things that you really want to accomplish, but your thoughts and the way that you're thinking right now is kind of stopping you. So you feel like it is impossible. You feel like, no, I can't work on this project. I just don't have the time and things. Um, Adjustments really are needed right now. It's time to really change your mindset and change the way that you think because you're really holding yourself back because of those thoughts of feeling like you cannot do it or you don't even have enough time. Like you don't, it's nothing stopping you. Like you can move forward in the things that you really want to accomplish, right? But you have to believe that you can do it. You have to really sit down and try to find that balance as well when it comes to what you believe, what you want to accomplish, and then also setting aside the time. So as they say in about works without I think it's works without whatever is dead or something like that. I can't
Faith
get it
without
together.
works is dead.
Yes, faith without works is dead. So you want to do all this, right? But you just sit here thinking about it. You still got to put some action behind it, right? So you can go ahead and move forward, and so you can accomplish what you actually want to accomplish. So for Leos, for this week, make sure you're working on that. Also, for some Leos, I see that some of the relationships are going to be tested there. When it comes to the relationships that are going to be tested, just keep in mind it's going to be tested because your communication with your spouse is really not what you want it to be currently. It's like y'all are on two different paths and you want to move forward in your relationship, but right now, because y'all on two different paths and y'all not communicating, is going to allow for someone to kind of step in, right? Open up that communication with your spouse so that you guys can move forward. Once you open up that communication, those things that may have tested your relationship, right, is going to move out of the way and you guys will be good. Just make sure you're communicating there.
All right, Aries. So this of course small group of Aries where you're being forced to evolve. Like the way your way of being, how you've been acting, how you've been functioning, it's just not working for you anymore. And I think it's because you're being pushed to move up a step. You've become complacent where you are. You've shut down. This spread looks like it's more about a relationship, because I feel like this Aries has a partner who can see who they really are. They know that they're putting up a front, and they're trying to kind of push or nudge them into, growing, being more honest, being more responsible, and stuff like that. And I think the only reason why this is pushing this Aries to do better is because they have a fear that they're going to lose their partner. So I feel that the work that your partner is pushing you to do, Aries, is going to work out in your favor. It may not feel like it. And even if you lose your partner while doing this work, it's still going to pay off for you at a later time. That's all I got for Aries.
All right.
So I want to thank everybody again for tuning in. We love you all. We miss you all. I know we haven't been on for a few weeks or so. But shout out to our regulars that watch every time we put an episode out. Shout out to
Mhm.
y'all. Much love to
We
y'all.
appreciate y'all. Thanks for your
Um,
patience.
we hope you have an excellent week. Peace.
Bye.